to the weekly recap. Chasca is dropping. She's getting her rerun in about 3 days, which means I have to pre-farm for her. It's really important that I pre-farm for her because I have no more. I am at 348,000 Mora. I do have a weapon prepared for her. I have a level 90 flower resin feathers. I did farm that one in advance, so yay. But let's recap what I've been doing for my Chasca this week. My upcoming Chasca. So first of all, I wished a little bit. I went to the next 5-star on an FS banner. I'm actually really happy with how it turned up. I do want to get an FSC2 one day, but I want to do that on her rerun. So we got Chi-Chi at a stupid amount of pity, but we now have 94 wishes left, which means we have a guarantee for Chasca. I also did clown a little bit on the weapon banner, but I don't have ores, so even if I got the Fractured Halo, which would be nice for an FA, I can't really use it. Then I made a team for Chasca. So we're using Shenhe, Kujo Sada, and Bennett. And for that team, I got Sada to level 80. I am not going to ascend her, just to save on Mora. I might ascend her after, but level 80 is enough for now. She's got 1,272 attack, but we can fix that by leveling her artifacts, because she is on a 5-piece emblem set. So she has got a HP flower, an attack feather, attack sands, an attack goblet, and an attack circlet. I did decide to put everything on attack, because I just want her for her buffing capabilities. Her own damage is a little, not irrelevant, but it's not important. She has C6, and we will be working on her talents. So I want to get this to 6 and this to 8. I am not going to actually level the talent states. I'm not going to level 11 talents on my C6s, just to save on materials for Notcry. And I have her on a Moon's Moon that I leveled from level 60 to level 80. I hate the way it looks on her. I would prefer to have Hamayumi. But yeah, this isn't. It looks so good on her, but it's so bad for this team. I will level the Hamayumi in the future and actually give it to Kujo Sada, because I mean, look how nice this looks. But little problem on leveling weapons, which we'll see in a moment. I don't have ores. But yeah, Sada is, I just need to level 2 of her talents and then she's done for the team. Then Bennett, he's level 80. He's gonna stay level 80 because I'll be building bloom teams in the future. He's on a Subwit Blade that I will get to level 80 or 90. I haven't decided yet. Probably 80. He's on a tenacity set that I have to level. Essentially, he got a lot of Kokomis pieces, and you'll see in a moment why. My Bennett is C6, and his talents are 488. I will just raise his normals to 6, and then we'll leave it at that. And then the last piece for Chasca's team is Shenhe. So the idea is to take all the characters that buff their respective element. Like Bennett's C6 gives 15% pyro damage bonus, Sada gives crit damage on Electro hits, and Shenhe obviously has the quills. My Shenhe is currently on 3,100 attack, but I have a Calamity Queller that is only level 74. I'm currently trying to level 80 it, which is... But the problem is this, I have no ores. So I actually have to go ore farming quite a lot at the moment. And I really don't like it, but we are trying our best. My Shenhe is on a fully leveled Noblesse. And this is also why Sada is going to be on Emblem on the team, because we can't run 2 Noblesse. Shenhe is C0, but she's C0R1, and her talents are 366. And I will actually be raising those to 688. And that is going to be the Chasca team. Now, I mentioned Bloom and Hyper Bloom. Essentially, I've decided that I'm going to build my Bloom teams. And my Hyper Bloom teams, and maybe my Virgin teams. We don't know officially yet what Llama is going to be buffing. So I'm just working off the assumption that she's buffing Dendro reactions. And my Virgin teams are fine. And my burn teams are fine. Like, I've got a level Emily. So if Llama ends up being a burn support, brilliant. I've got a level 80 Emily as a sub DPS. I could level that Moon Piercer, but I can get there in the future. Emily's got leveled artifacts on like and she's got like the highest CV piece on my account. And she's C0 and her talents are 566. Like, Emily is doing fine. I can, and obviously we're already leveling Bennett for Chasca. But, if it were to be that Lauma interacts with Bloom and Hyperbloom, which given that the Claymore we got, so if we look at the Claymore, I did try it on Fremine and I leveled 90 it 2 weeks ago, but it doesn't actually work on Fremine, so I put him back on the Rain Slasher. So hopefully somebody for the Claymore turns up. So, Flameforged Insight buffs Bloom, so we have to work off the assumption that Lauma interacts with Bloom. Because it makes no sense to give us a weapon that interacts with Bloom, and then release a Dendro character that doesn't work with Bloom. So what I decide to do is to level all my Bloom related characters and my Hyper Bloom related characters, which means Nahida. I haven't worked on Nahida yet. Her weapon is level 80. I need to level her artifact. She's on Flowers of Paradise Lost, so Lauma will be on Deepwood. I will just farm a Deepwood for Lauma. Maybe the Not Cry artifact set works better on her, but I need an EM Deepwood set anyways. So I got her one that I'll be leveling, and that I've been working on. So a lot of what I did recently was artifact farming. So I got this Gilded set for Al Haytham. He still needs an EM Sands. I need more EM Sands on Gilded, and I am currently farming Gilded because I want Gilded on Inefa. I've tried her on Thundering Fury now, and I want to see the difference between having her on Gilded and having her on Thundering Fury. Because after he beat her, the Thundering Fury went up. The good thing is I sometimes run Deepwood on Al Haytham when he's running solo Dendro. So I can show you the pieces I got for Lauma. So this used to be Baiju's flower, but I decided to put Baiju and Kokomi on Ocean Hued Clam, and then run Lauma on Deepwood if she does work with Bloom. If she doesn't, I can switch the artifacts back. It's no problem. I need a Deepwood support set anyways. So I'm keeping all my Deepwood pieces. This flower is pretty trash, but Baiju needs his pieces back maybe at some point. So I'm just keeping all the Deepwood pieces for now. I'll be readjusting that in the future. Then I've got this feather for Lauma, because obviously this will stay on. Yeah, I've got like this feather on Yaya, but the other sets are so horrible that I'll just keep this for Lauma. And then Al Haytham got this feather. I also got some artifacts for Yaimiko, but she is still severely lacking. My Cookie Shinobu got a big buff out of the farming session. So I did the Stygian Insurgent, and everything you see at start are really good artifacts that I got in the process. This EM Goblet is trash pretty much. Like, it's got 21.8% crit damage and 4% ER. I had it on Yomiya first. Then I yoinked Tignari's Dendro Damage Goblet because I don't have a Deepwood one and I don't have a good off-piece one. Like, if we look, this is the only Dendro Damage Goblet I have. All the other ones were so trash that I threw them away. This is the EM Goblet for Lauma. It's not good. I did craft an EM Goblet on Deepwood, but it turned out double crit ER HP, so I gave it to Cookie Shinobu. I have an EM Goblet on Yaimiko, but I need to be careful with my Yaimiko because, as you can see, she doesn't have a Sans. I still need to farm Deepwood. I still need to farm Gilded, and I still need to get a set for Inefa. And then Al Haytham is on a crit rate circlet, and Lauma is gonna get one of these circlets. Like, I've got an HP one, I've got a healing bonus one, I've got a crit damage one, I've got a crit rate one. Worst case scenario, I can give her Nahida's EM off piece. She's gonna have a circlet. But yeah, so I got this crit damage one that I put on Yaimiko because I just didn't have another EM one. I only have this EM one on Fermine. And I don't really have like off-piece EM. Like, if Yaimiko is one of the characters I'm going to be leveling. So this is, by the way, the state of my Al Haytham. His talents are going to be 888. Nahida also needs to go to level 90. she's going to stay in Paradise Lost, and her talents are 455. But Yamiko is only level 50, and I need her to be level 90 in time for Lauma. I don't think it's possible. Like, essentially, I'll be doing my farming, but these might be characters that I'll be building while I'm, like, skipping Columbina, pretty much. But yeah, so this is the state of what I've been doing last week. I did a lot of artifact farming. I could be looking, like, to get an EM circlet, but I don't have one. I don't have EM circlets. Where are they even? Yeah, so these are my EM circlets. I have one. And I have this one that is on piece. I did, while I was farming for Sarah, because she had no artifacts before last week, I did get some upgrades to my Yoimiya. So my Yoimiya is a work in progress. She used to be, but she still is the highest CV character on my account. Her stats themselves just got good. So she's still level 71. I got her a new weapon. I put her on a Scion of the Blazing Sun, and I would really love to level it, but I don't have ores. She's got all of these artifacts, and she had the Pyro Damage bonus go big before. She had this flower before, but I got her this new feather, and I got a new EM Sans on Shimanawis, which means I could give her back the one I crafted. And I got all of these circlets, like I got a crit damage one and a crit rate one. And I am going to be leveling this crit rate damage one in the future, and then compare it, and she will get the better one out of these two. I just can't invest in her right now. I have to wait until we have like a Pyro Abyss where I can really justify investing in Yoimiya again, and then she's going to be level 90 and she's going to get crowned, and I love playing her. And yeah, this has been the week. Essentially, I will continue to ore farm, and I hope that next week I'll be sitting here with a level 80 Chasca.